How y'all doing, family? This Chris Rod with Media TV, and you already know how we doing it. We coming with the latest NBA news. We coming with the latest social news. We coming with the latest movie news. You know how we do it. Okay, family. We're gonna watch this video right quick. One of Trump top economic advisors resign. And we'll watch this video, and I'll come back with my thoughts and stuff like that, and we'll play this video, family.
Top economic advisor Gary Cohn has announced his resignation. Let's bring in our correspondents and our experts. And Caitlin, you've been doing some important reporting on all of this. He's now about to be gone. Another senior official, one of the closest officials to the president, deciding he's had enough, moving on.
Yeah, that's right. And it's interesting what it came to. This is what he's leaving over, these tariffs that the president announced very hastily last week. And to give you some context for that, this is a decision that had been decided last week by the president on his own against the will of Gary Cohn. And in the days leading up to it, they had been discussing it. Gary Cohn was advising him not to do it, but people like the trade advisor Peter Navarro and the Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross were pushing for the president to continue to do this. And as of Thursday, when the president was meeting with these industry executives from aluminum and steel industries, Gary Cohn had been under the impression that the president was not going to announce these tariffs, and then he called the reporters in at the last minute, announced these very stiff tariffs that would significantly impact the economy, and without heeding Gary Cohn's advice on it. So that was really the final straw that kind of broke the camel's back for Gary Cohn. It's certainly a little bit of a surprise that it came today, even to those close to Gary Cohn, but they did believe at some point he was going to leave the White House. He and the president are not aligned. They do not have the same views on many things except tactical. That is the one thing that really brought the two of them together. So it's not a total surprise.
Gary Cohn supports free trade as a former president of Goldman Sachs, and it's interesting, we're going to wait after 4 p.m. The market's closed on Wall Street to make this announcement. We're going to have bond futures right now. They're dropping big time because Gary Cohn is seen as a source of support, strength for this establishment and Republican economic agenda.
That's right. We're just getting in with a very unpredictable White House, and it's different with when you see someone of his stature in the White House. The top economic advisor to the president step down. It's also someone like X, who is obviously very close to the president, but she was the communications director. This is a big deal, and it could have real world consequences. The first and most immediate being these tariffs that the president is planning to impose. Gary Cohn was the voice in the White House really urging him against that. And now the stock markets are panicking because without Gary Cohn, who will be in this White House to speak up against these tariffs?
You know, it's interesting, Jeffrey, that the president doubling down on the steel and aluminum tariffs and doubling down on, well, you know what, a trade war, it could be very good.
Well, I think this is an interesting lesson in, the ethics and principles of Gary Cohn. Gary Cohn made a big show of being disgusted with the president's behavior after Charlottesville, his sympathy for neo-Nazis, and he says, oh, I might resign over the president's racism. Well, he managed to stomach the racism. What he couldn't take was tariffs. And I think if you want to weigh the moral imperatives of the two, it really doesn't reflect all that well on Gary Cohn.
Although at the same time, his job was to advise the president on economic matters. It wasn't to advise him on, being a moral leader. And so if the president wasn't even going to listen to Gary Cohn's advice on an economic matter like tariffs, there's nothing bigger than that. And so what could he possibly accomplish?
Bitch, let me stop you right there. Was nothing bigger than that. The thing was, motherfucker, yeah, he was there for the economic advisor, but at the same time, you need to be telling the right thing. If Trump said that he was gonna, make America great again, black people already knew what that fucking meant. He meant he wanted to make America more white again. He wanted to make America more racism again, what it has been and what's been going on and shit like that. Trump ain't been doing nothing but dividing the country even more than what it already has been, but just even greater. You feel what I'm saying? So when this fucking white bitch gonna fucking say, oh, well, the economic is more important than racism. Yeah, because y'all motherfuckers is on code with fucking going to the black community and shit like that, and having the police kill us and shit like that, fucking with us any kind of fucking way, draining us of our fucking hard-earned money that we have to go to fucking work this job, that job, and do all kind of extra shit on the fucking side just to fucking make ends meet and shit like that. While you silly stink cave fucking devils going to fucking Wall Street trying to make as much as many $million and $1 billion and shit like that off of everybody else and shit like that. And now you think we supposed to be fucking worried about fucking Wall Street? Man, fuck Wall Street. We don't give a fuck about y'all shit. When that fucking shit happened down when in 2008 when the fucking banks and shit when the shit went under, and fucking Obama dumbass gonna fucking bail their ass out and shit like that. But you don't see no you don't see us getting bailed out on no kind of fucking shit. Our fucking like with the credit score and all that and shit like that and stuff like that, we old and everything. You don't see us getting fucking bailed out, but the fucking banks and all that shit, these white fucking big ass bank businesses and shit getting bailed out, and these motherfuckers get we don't want to let them we don't want to let them go under and stuff like that because our economy. Man, fuck that bullshit. Stank it, ho.
White House.
In the president's statement, David, he did praise Gary Cohn for his help in getting the tax cuts through.
Exactly, but I do think, to Rebecca's point, that this undercuts a major narrative that President Trump cultivated when he ran for president, has wanted to hang on to, this idea that, okay, he'd never been in government, he didn't know what he was doing on all the granular issues of managing a federal bureaucracy, but that he was going to be a CEO, hire the best people, hire someone who could advise him on just these issues, a president of Goldman Sachs, and this completely undercuts that. He's not listening to the best advice that he's getting.
And there are others, Matthew Rosenberg of the New York Times is with us as well, who may be on very, very thin ice, days numbered in the White House right now, including the president's national security advisor, General H.R. McMaster. We've been reporting he could be out before the end of the month.
I mean, for so many people in this White House, it's been an odd fit. With Gary Cohn, obviously the economic policies he wants don't match up with what Trump wanted. McMaster, General McMaster, the national security advisor, has come from a fairly interventionist background in the military. He has pushed for a number of policies that the president was never going to agree with, and there's a personal issue with the two of them. The president just flat out doesn't like him.
Hold on. You hear this stupid motherfucker? This stupid motherfucker just said the president, Donald Trump, crusty ass, don't like his economic advisor. How can you hire somebody that you don't fucking like? That don't make no fucking sense. That don't make no motherfucking sense. He liked that man. The only thing what happened was he didn't like when Trump crusty ass put on these fucking tariffs on the steel industry and stuff like that. And that's why Gary Cohn, his economic top advisor, say, nah, I had enough of this shit, because basically Gary Cohn, he can't go back because he have big billionaire friends that work for Goldman Sachs and stuff like that, and he can't go back to Wall Street and say, hey, this is what we got, so we can make deals and make money and stuff like that or whatever. And that's why his ass fucking resigned. But it ain't got nothing to do with talking about the man ain't like him, man. How the fuck you gonna say he didn't like him when he been working under him, with him for damn near for a year? Come on, man, that don't make no motherfucking sense, you bald head cracker. Stupid ass motherfucker.
Him condescending and lecturing, and I think, at some point that's...
What do you make of John Bolton, the former U.S. ambassador to the UN during the Bush administration, coming to the White House today, having another one-on-one meeting with the president?
I mean, it certainly looks like they're interviewing for the job. Bolton's been through this before. the president didn't think he had the right look for the job the first time around, but maybe this time it is Bolton's.
But Bolton is famous as a neoconservative and an interventionist and a big supporter of the Iraq War, which the president has denounced over and over again. So like, what is the president's foreign policy if he doesn't like McMaster, but he likes John Bolton? I thought he was against being a neoconservative.
Yeah, but this is what the president does. He brings all these people in with these vastly different views, and he actually is a big fan of John Bolton's. He's liked him for some time, and John Bolton is actually often at the White House every few months. So it's worth noting that he is there a lot. He was there today. We broke that he was there meeting with the president. It's unclear exactly what they were discussing, whether it was a job offer or whatnot. That has certainly been the rumor, but this goes to show what the president does. Today he was bemoaning any kind of chaos in the White House. He says that's not true, that things are running fine. And sure, there's some people he still wants to change, but it's only because he's, quote, seeking perfection in his staff. But this is what the president likes. He likes to bring in all these people with vastly different worldviews and watch them fight it out for his attention, to have his ear on what policy they're going to decide. And we saw that just last week with Gary Cohn, Peter Navarro, and Wilbur Ross.
Go ahead, Jeff.
I was just going to say, how's that working out for him? You know, bringing all these people in.
Shit is not fucking working out fine. If you hiring people left and fucking right, you got motherfuckers resigning, getting fired left and right. They might be there for 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. Over damn 20 people then came in and said, nah, fuck this shit. I'm not being a part of this or whatever. Shit ain't fucking fine. The damn White House is a motherfucking joke, man. It's a goddamn clown show. It's a motherfucking clown show. You got Trump with his dumb ass, don't know what the fuck he talking about, don't know what the fuck he doing. Don't have no kind of experience of running a fucking country. The nigga done fucking bankrupted damn near, 3, 4, 5 times. And stuff like that. He don't know how to fucking read. He don't know how to spell. You feel what I'm saying? The only reason why these fucking Republicans and all these other people was behind him, because they got that fucking major ass fucking tax bill, through and shit like that. And everything else, they ain't really for this motherfucker. But Trump gonna keep opening up his mouth, tweeting like a big dummy. You feel what I'm saying? He gonna keep exposing himself with his racist ass.
Left.
Well, I'm not saying it's the right thing to do, but it's what the president does.
Right, no,
well, but at some point, you need to have at least some stability.
Jeffrey, I don't know if you forget, but there was a story, I think in the New York Times the other day, that the president was actually encouraging John Kelly, the White House chief of staff, to maybe convince Jared Kushner to leave the White House, go back to New York.
Well, the idea that you could have close to 100% turnover in 13 months. I mean, this has never happened before in American history, in the history of the presidency. And, I suppose people just make up their own minds about whether that's a good idea or not. Look, unemployment's low, so maybe that's the answer to everything. But, it's just surreal.
It's government by reality show.
And David, look at this. We'll put up on the screen some of the people who have left the Trump administration. You see all those in senior positions.
Okay, family, check this out. All right, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, 20 fucking people. Hold on, make show. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, 19. My bad, family. But yeah, 19 people. 19 fucking people then came in and it's gone. 19. No, hold on. Then you got Gary Cohn. He about to leave too. Oh, okay. Well, he right there. So okay, that's 19 people. And you talking about this fucking White House establishment is doing a great job. Fuck out of here with that stupid shit.
Important positions. President denies is there any chaos. He says more departures are on the way. In that tweet, he made it clear that and I'll read you that one sentence. I still have some people that I want to change, always seeking perfection. Clearly, Gary Cohn was one of those people. He offered his resignation 24 hours ago. So this morning when the president tweeted that, he knew Gary Cohn was on the way out.
Right, and it's becoming increasingly clear, to your point, Wolf, that when he says he's seeking perfection, he's seeking some kind of mix of people that you're describing that essentially gets him where he wants to go optically to present a united front of the White House. But when you have a president who doesn't have core beliefs on foreign policy, doesn't have core beliefs on the traditional Republican view of trade, then you wind up with this.
Matthew, let me just get your thoughts, because you report on this all the time. The president is moving quickly on these tariffs for steel and aluminum, irritating some of the closest U.S. allies in the world.
It's amazing. This is a president who's come in and he says, he doesn't seem to want what Republicans traditionally wanted, and Democrats, mostly the entire foreign policy establishment, which is close relationships with real allies. And Britain, a number of our allies are furious about this, and he's undermining them, and it's hard to see what the end game is here.
And he's undermining a lot of his closest allies here in Washington up on Capitol Hill.
That's right. Well, if he rolled out this tariff plan, I mean, you could hardly call it a rollout. He announced this tariff plan without consulting Congress, without consulting the Republican leadership in Congress. This was a surprise to Speaker Paul Ryan, to Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. Ryan has been urging the president to rethink this, just like Gary Cohn.
That bitch-ass nigga Trump said he don't give a fuck about nobody. He said he gonna put the fucking tariffs on anything you won't put that bitch on. But he putting it on the steel industry and stuff like that. So, hey, this shit just gonna keep going down, keep going down, keep going down. And I love it. The Black Roy family, we love it. Because white people, you voted for this asshole. You voted for this fucking clown. So now a lot of y'all fucking shit is gonna go down. If you got stocks in the stock market, your shit is gonna fucking go down. And it's gonna keep going down too. It's gonna keep going down. In the Black Royal family, we love it.
He didn't consult his lawyers. There wasn't a legal review of this. It really harkens back to his decision on transgender military members, which he also did in a hurry. It was a rash decision, but he did it because it was an emotional decision. He thought it would help him politically. He was angry about the way things were going, and so he thought that snap decision would help right the ship. Same thing here. He thinks that this is going to help him politically, but it's really burning a lot of bridges at the same time.
But we're trying to rationalize. We are trying to rationalize a president here who thrives on chaos. He bemoans it. He says there is no chaos, but he loves this chaos. This is what he enjoys. And he's actually had these views on trade for some time. He said he was going to do this throughout the campaign. So you can act like you're surprised by it, but you can't be, you're
very quickly, Jeffrey.
You can't be surprised by it.
Right.
Well, just another example of impulsive action was the first Muslim ban on people coming in, on people coming from majority Muslim countries, which was quickly struck down by the courts, and now they're trying to get the third version upheld by the courts. So, it's one thing to, react emotionally and do tariffs and do the Muslim ban and do the transgender ban on the military. But, you have to follow the law, and you have to have political supporters, and he hasn't done too well on those.
Follow the law. Man, when you ever known Trump to follow any fucking law? He don't even follow his own fucking laws. How you gonna talk about some follow the damn law? This motherfucker don't give a fuck about no damn law. He break that law every fucking time. Every day. Every fucking time. You talking about some damn follow the law. In Trump eyes, they don't give a damn about no motherfucking law. Talking about some damn follow the law. But family, y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comment board and stuff like that. Y'all have a good night. Love y'all.